Good afternoon and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to work on the Supra. I need to put an amp in the Supra that I got for high school graduation. So I'm going to finally put that in, and it's going to be pretty freaking sweet and dope and all that nonsense. And other stuff might happen, I'm not 100% sure as of yet. It's still early, I haven't started anything, so I'll show you what I do. I have a good idea to where to mount it to make it look all super nice and clean and all that fun stuff. Hi, Pop.
Nice to see you again.
Hey, nice to see you too. So yeah, I'll show you what's going on right here. Alrighty, so we're out here on the Supra doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But here's the amp. It's a Boss 3700. There you go. Boom. There it is. Right there. And I don't have any speakers yet, but I do have an amp, and that's pretty sweet. But this thing is cool. Put it in the shade for now. But yeah, that thing is sweet, and it has little red LEDs. I don't know if you can change the color, but you can see the LED strips in there. So it lights up all sick. Alright, so there you can see the amp in the car. That's kind of my plan right there, is to have it mocked up exactly here. Well, it is mocked up, but to have it fitted here. So I'm going to leave that there and put a little rubber bushing under there so it doesn't, the metal casing doesn't jiggle on this thing. But then it's lifted enough, because every now and then it does leak. You can see there's a little rust hole there, and I don't want water in this region. So yeah, so this is where I'm thinking. And then see, it has the two mounting holes here and here. So I want to put a board that kind of fits in here nice and tightly, that I can screw in to that. So I'm going to take this and the boards out as one. And the boards won't even sit all the way on the ground level either. They'll be sitting about this high, because a 2x4 is about this high, and that's about where this is. So, a whole bunch of fun stuff. Alrighty, so I didn't show you because I forgot, but I made a template. So what I did is I took a board that didn't fit. I took a board that didn't fit, and then I made cardboard edges that fit right here, and then I just traced them where they go on here, and then I attached them to a board. I'll show you that in a second, so you know what I'm talking about. But then with that template made, I was able to make this. So those are gonna go about right there. So let me show you that template I'm talking about. Right here. That's what I did. Boom. So, this side, and then the other one would be this way. So, I made my two boards. Pretty sweet. I think it's gonna rain again. You can hear it snapping and crackling up there, which is scary. Well, no, it's not. It's not scary. Those wrong choice of words, but it's scary in the fact that I'm on a time limit here, and I'm trying to get as much done, and I keep rolling my windows down and got the hatch open. All that nonsense is up there. Trying to rain. I ain't about all that. What up? It started raining again. I think it's raining right now. Well, it's sprinkling right now. You can kind of, maybe you can see it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop here because I only have like 30 minutes left, anyways, and I need to buy something. I'll show you what I need to buy. So here's the board. I got the hole drilled there and there, but I need. What am I gonna do? Then I'm gonna get a piece of metal that fits in between here, and then I'm gonna weld a bolt. I'm gonna have a bolt that sticks through. I'm gonna weld it to said piece of metal. It's gonna be here. Hey, chill out. So I'm gonna put that piece of metal here, weld the bolt to it, and the only reason I'm gonna weld the bolt is so on the top there's a stud, or like a threaded stud, so I can screw a nut on top, because I can't really get a wrench under there. So that's the plan. So I need to go to Home Depot and buy that piece of strap, and I think I have bolts. If not, I'll probably buy bolts. Bolts with matching nuts. Yeah, I'll probably do that. And then I gotta weld them, huh, Paco? There's a whole bunch of nonsense. RIP 240, there it is. Alrighty, so before I put it in the car, I just want to show you. So this is kind of what I'm doing here. So I got two rubber washers that are doubled up on all the edges. And if that one looks a little bent, it's because the stud it's in there bent. So I mean, you won't be able to see it when it's in the car. But yeah, it's bolted to the boards right now as one piece. So I'm gonna go test fit it in the car and see how that looks. And good boy. So yeah, I'm gonna go test fit it in the car. We're gonna see what she looks like. But it'll look considerably better once those are black. It won't look as cheap and cheesy. And it fits in there real nice and snug, which is what I wanted. I think it's hitting this centerpiece, but I'll probably just put a rag or something in there so it doesn't jiggle on it. My entire original plan is not going to work. It's going to be a negatory super fail, so that's cool. And I'll show you what I'm going to do now. So here's these. And I got them all sanded and they look beautiful and nice, and I can't use them. So, dope. And I can't because, I mean, I could take this out, I don't really want to though, but the amp sits here, it kind of sags down, and I can't get it to stay in its spot. So I'm going to take the amp and I'm going to put it right here, which I'll show you in a second. I'm going to clean this up because it's super dirty, so I'm out here working on things again. You know how it goes. And I'm just hanging out with the big man himself. Anyways, I'm over here, and I told you I'm going to put the amp right here. So I got these little things, which all I did was carve into the sound deadening stuff. So one of these fits in there. Get a little closer, so you can see what I have going on here. I've got 2 done so far, and the only reason I'm doing that is because with the wood, I was going to attach it to the wood. Where are they at? They're over there somewhere. I was going to attach it to the wood, so that was no problem. And the stud was going to come up through the hole, and then I was going to put the nut on top. But now I have no way to attach it to the floor, so I got these little things. I'm going to drill that hole big enough to fit this in, and then get bolts from there. So, I have 2 of those. I need to get the amp to make sure that these are the right width. I'm about 89% sure they are, but I mean, you know, not 100%, so. Yeah, but anyways, when I put the amp in, this is gonna go underneath the amp, since it is a template cut out from the amp, and then I have a bunch of, I have those rubber grommets that I was gonna use before, a bunch of those, and then I bought a bunch of these washers right here. So I'll be able to get it all the same height, because this, you can see it's not on a hump. Let me show you here. So see how the floor goes like that? Where these holes are going to be, it's not. And then over here, it's on a high spot where these ones are. So I have washers to make it all good. And also I don't want it laying on this. I want it to be raised up just a smidge so you can see all the way under it and all that nonsense. Oh, alrighty then. I am turning my music down. I got it in here, so it's in there right now, and I put these little thingies back in both sides, but if you can see, I don't even know if you can, there you go. So I put 2 metal washers and 2 rubber washers on the front side, and the back side was a little lower, so I did 4 metal washers and 2 rubber washers. And it's pretty good, it's in there. It looks mediocre. And you know what, with this thing being in there, I'm surprised, because it's like the same gap the whole way. So that's pretty sweet, Paco, huh? But yeah, I got that all in there, and then tomorrow, I'm going to wire the amp. So, this video's been over many, many days, and I'm sorry about that. That's my bad. That's my bad, I take the blame. And it's going to be over at least one more day, because I do have to wire it. And then I don't have any speakers, so that'll be down the line when I get speakers. But, this video will probably end tomorrow if I finish the wiring, which I should because I'm off all day, so if I don't, you can yell at me in the comments. Yeah, so that's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna pull off all these plastics so I can rewire, or not rewire, but wire officially it in there and get it to the factory speakers, which is, you know, 2 there, 2 in the doors, all that fun stuff. Yo, what up? Morning update. It's the next day and crazy stuff has gone down. So this is how it is now. I got this panel off, and I discovered there's another speaker right there. Well, it's in the car, but it goes right there. Actually, where should I put this? Jeez, look at all this freaking crap here. Oh, you mother. Yeah, that's what I got so far. Seats out. I got this panel off. See, there's that speaker I was telling you about right there. A little tweeter. Which is pretty cool, but I think I might take the thing out, not now, because I don't have a plug to go in there, but all the wires are off of it because I don't need an antenna. I'm never going to listen to the radio. But yeah, another thing, this morning I popped this panel off just randomly, like, because I was, Drake was talking about the jack. Drake, what did we find? Come here, tell me what we found.
Found 4 inches of water
Ooh.
in there.
See, the ground's still slightly wet. Yeah, I was pulling this off because he was like, oh, something about a jack, and I was like, yeah, it should be in here, which I didn't remember if it was in here or not. And it wasn't, but there was 4 inches of water. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is where I'm at so far. A little update. Drake's trying to ride my dog, not a horse. Yo, what up? So this is as much as I'm taking apart. I got the whole back seat out and the side panels and all that nonsense, and then the whole back is all stripped apart. And so there was water in there, and there's a tiny bit in there, and you can see it's all like moist and gross over here, and there's some water seeping down from this crack right here. And what I think is it is because I tightened all the bolts for the taillights and like the trim pieces, because everything was loose, all of like these little ones for the trim, and then these for the taillights were all just finger tight. So I cranked them all down. I'm thinking they have, because it has a weather seal behind all this, I'm thinking that weather seal is being sucked in and squeezed, and so all the moisture from the last couple days of rain is seeping out. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, it makes sense to my brain, but yeah, so this is where I'm at so far. Oop, just zoomed in on accident. I'm gonna wipe out all this crud and like the dust and stuff, just wipe it down. I kind of started over here. Can you even see that? Yeah, you can kind of see it. And then I need to oh yeah, wipe down all that crap up there, and then go and get speaker wires so I can start running it at least from here where the amp or where the back of the amp is, through as neat as I can to there, and connect that speaker and, well, this is speaker wires right here, and these are speaker wires to the sub. So that's the next step. So this is where I'm at right now. I got everything cleaned out. You can see like all the gunk is gone, and like over there in the corner there's nothing. And then I'm just kind of cleaning up. I put that piece back in. I gotta set that somewhere, and I'm just I do need that. Yeah, I'm just cleaning up. So just because I have work in a bit, but I don't know if I've ever showed you up close these frickin' seats, but like, look at this. Look at that, how perfect that is. That's 30 years old next year. You know what to do. You gotta like. If you don't know what to do, that's what you do. You gotta like it. And it's the buttons, like, boom, hit that one. And then you gotta subscribe. That's that other button that says subscribe. You click that one. That's sick too. That's what you do. That, when I say you know what you do, that's what you do. Now you know it. You got no excuse to not do it. So just go ahead and do it. Alright. I'll see you in